I cry every day, every day. My daughter was my best friend, my best friend. No, there will never be another.
On March 26, 2018, at around 5:30 in the morning, officers with the Milwaukee Police Department received a 911 call, reporting a dead body inside of a white Audi in the alley at 98th and Carmen Avenue. Officers raced to the scene where they found the body of Kiara Brown. Was this shooting a tragic accident or was it cold-blooded murder? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more stories. Kiara Brown was an 18-year-old senior at Vincent High School. Kiara was described by relatives as a very kind young woman that was beautiful both inside and out. She had a steady job which she worked hard at for over a year. She had many friends and everyone who knew her loved her. She had an upcoming prom that she was looking forward to attending, but sadly she would never get the chance. Kiara had an ex-boyfriend named Marvin Pedersen whom she dated on and off for years. On the evening of March 25, 2018, he went to his ex-girlfriend's residence to show her the new Audi he had just bought. This is what he reported to the Milwaukee County Police. Relatives of Kiara believed that Pedersen forcefully drove away with her after she got inside his vehicle. They stated that she had not communicated with him before he showed up unannounced to her home. They believed she had no intention of leaving the home that evening, but when she got into his car, they believed that he immediately drove off. Pedersen said he drove to an alley where they sat and talked. He said that Brown inquired about a gun he had and that he responded by explaining that he got it to defend himself from street violence. According to Pedersen, he removed the gun from the glove compartment and placed it in the cup holder. He said Brown then reached for the weapon and made an effort to snap a photo with it. He said that the gun went off while he was attempting to grab it away from her. She died and he ran from the scene, leaving her inside of the vehicle alone. Marvin Pedersen, who was 19 at the time, surrendered himself to police the next day and admitted to shooting and killing Brown, but he claimed that the death was the result of an accident. Later, Pedersen changed his version of events. He said that the handgun inadvertently went off when he pulled it out of the glove box and pointed it towards Kiara. He said that at that time, he became terrified and left the scene on foot while leaving the murder weapon behind, buried under Kiara's body. Kiara's family does not believe her death was an accident. They believe she was murdered by her ex-boyfriend. The mother questions why Pedersen would flee the scene if he shot her accidentally instead of trying to get her help. "No amount of time or justice can replace my daughter," she said. Marvin Pedersen was taken into custody and booked in the Milwaukee County Jail on charges related to the fatal shooting of Kiara Brown, including first-degree reckless homicide and the use of a dangerous weapon.
Today, handcuffed in court, Pedersen cried as his bail was set.
It's one of those moments on why young people, in my estimation, should not be in possession of firearms. Inexperienced, unable to properly deal with your firearm.
According to the criminal complaint, Pedersen initially told investigators the gun was in the car's cup holder. Brown picked up the gun, and while he was trying to take it away from her, the gun went off. But later changed his story, saying he decided to point the gun at her head, and when he did, the gun went off. He said he did not intend to kill her, and after shooting her, he freaked out and drove the car into an alley. Left her there and took off. Brown's mother says her daughter and Pedersen, who graduated from Vincent High School last year, had broken up but had been back in touch recently. He asked Brown to meet with him to talk. That talk turning deadly.
Pedersen accepted a plea agreement in August 2019 and pled guilty to the amended counts of murder by reckless use of a dangerous weapon and explosive. Pedersen was given a 10-year sentence on October 10, 2019.
5 years behind bars. That's how long one Milwaukee man will spend after admitting to shooting and killing his girlfriend.
Marvin Pedersen admitted to killing Kiara Brown last spring. She was shot inside a car. Tony Atkins was in the court as Pedersen learned his fate.
5 years in prison and 5 years on extended supervision. That's how long Marvin Pedersen will spend in the correctional system thanks to amended charges.
I can see that it affects you, Mr. Pedersen. But this is not a probation type case. This is not a case where you're going to be going immediately on extended supervision. You're going to have to go to prison on this case.
Marvin Patterson's 10 years in the Wisconsin correctional system is the maximum, handed down for shooting and killing his ex-girlfriend Kiara Brown inside a car last spring.
My heart aches so bad, I would have the pain in my soul for the rest of my life.
In court, Patterson expressed his remorse for what he calls an accidental shooting. Police say Patterson admitted to pointing the gun at Brown before it went off inside a car. He fled the scene but turned himself in shortly after. He initially faced more than 60 years, but eventually pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of homicide by negligent handling of a weapon.
I cry every day, every day. My daughter was my best friend, my best friend. No, there will never be another.
Brown's mother, Kanisha, still shaken by a pain she says won't go away, telling the court why her daughter's killer shouldn't be on the streets after only 5 years.
I can't even read my whole letter, but it's hurtful. It's hurtful. It's so hurtful. He needs to sit and think about what he's done.
What happened to Kiara Brown was a tragedy. She had her entire life ahead of her. My condolences to all of those affected by her passing. May you continue to heal. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.